Okay, we're back on the Elantra, like video 6 or something like that. And I'm trying to drive the compressor because I filled it up. Remember, I was going to look for a leak, but I also noticed after filling it up with 500 grams of refrigerant, compressor's not working. This is a variable displacement compressor. This one doesn't have a clutch. It is working, but we're 71 and 71 on the high side and low side. Right now, I have this checks the pulse width modulation, and you could manually override like I did right now. And I'm trying to drive the control solenoid module with a duty cycle to stroke the compression ratio, the displacement in the compressor, and nothing is happening. I have it full on, but in auto it's not reading anything either. This guy has multiple problems. It's not picking up or reading anything. I'm connected at the other end of it at the signal coming into the unit, and it's not reading anything. So we have an issue going on. He has multiple issues. He came in low, not working system. After filling it up, it doesn't run. Checking for a signal, there's no signal there. Driving it, trying to command a signal, nothing's happening there. Plus he has a leak from what I think is it coming down to the front shaft seal on the compressor. So multiple issues going on. Possibly even after replacing the compressor with no signal going there, the compressor is not going to work anyway. Even a brand new good one with that solenoid, it only needs a solenoid. Well, it's not even driving. But I have resistance too, which should be okay to work. Yeah, I just, you know, this is good when it's good, but what they need to develop is get rid of all these connectors. I mean, I just keep going to the universal ones because it's such a pain in the ass to pick out the correct ones for every vehicle. It's a nice tool if you have all the time in the world, or you're at a low labor rate, or yeah, your labor is low, your rate is low, something is like your labor means nothing. But here in San Francisco, you're approaching $200, and in some shops $260 an hour. Playing with little connectors just doesn't fly. So what they need to do is they need something that could connect directly in to the OBD2 or any of the newer modules coming out on the latest vehicles with the new protocol, and they skip all this little direct connection BS and go directly in and be able to command it through the computers just for air conditioning. So you don't need a full scan tool like from Snap-on or Bosch or anything like that, or a factory OEM. You still have something like this, but it's meant for air conditioning only, works with all the vehicles, goes through the ECM or the body control module or the HVAC control module, and directly drives without all this connector BS. That is the tool that will win the game. This, I loaned this out. I keep trying to loan and teach guys in mechanical shops. I go, oh, I'll let you use this. And they usually all give up on it. Some of them take out the time to look up the silencers. You scan the Q code to find out what connector goes to each. Right there, you got a Q code, and then you get your selector guide, and you can read all these little numbers that are convoluted to try to read. And then you have the females and the males. And even myself, I just freaking give up, and I use the universal connectors. I tried to on all the other ones, and yeah, it's too time consuming. I mean, it's a good idea. It's great when you're only paying your guys 50 cents an hour or something like that, and you have all the time in the world. But no, a better way needs to be figured out, and that better way is just totally getting rid of all the connectors, or getting all the manufacturers to go on one connector. It has to become universal between all compressor manufacturers to get rid of that BS, and go over to a connector that hooks right into the data link on the car and can control it from there. All right, I'll get back to you guys. After this, they have a leaky compressor to get rid of, but that might not be the main problem. We're not even getting signal there. I'm driving it and nothing is happening here. All right guys, I'll catch you later. See ya.